Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Hello, Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talk. And I'm your host, Randy. Today, we come back to Woodland Cemetery here in Monroe, Michigan. Hopefully the wind isn't bothering our audio too bad. As you might remember, last couple videos I did, the audio wasn't the greatest on. Well, we got the microphone fixed. It was an input on the microphone. And so hopefully this is our first test with the new microphone. Hopefully this is a whole lot better. Now, the reason I'm back here is my last couple videos that I did, I talked about spirits who probably have been following me around. I was being woke up. One of the names I come across was Maxine. And off the top of my head right now, I forget the other name. But I came back to the same area that I did the video on where they talked to me. And I have not heard, nor have I seen anything since that day. I haven't felt them wake me up. I haven't felt any touching. So I wanted to come back here and I wanted to see if we can't talk to those spirits again, Maxine, and see whether or not they were left behind. Now, this particular cemetery is an old historic cemetery, and out of all the cemeteries that I visited, this one is really the one that really, where the spirits talk to me. This is the one where the guy told me that his coffin, it was right over here, was taken on water. That was about a year or so ago. This has got some old Civil War. Not Civil War, I'm sorry. Well, it's got Civil War because the Custer family plots right back that way. Although General Custer's not buried here, a lot of his family members are. We got a lot of World War II and Revolutionary and Civil War veterans buried here. So with that, we thought we'd start this session. Now the wind is kicking up quite a bit. So, and it wasn't windy when I left. So you may see a little wobble. And as long as the system doesn't fall, I think we'll be okay. So to the spirits here, to Maxine, if you're here. My name is Randy. I come in peace. I have two objects here, two electronic objects that allow me to listen and talk to you, but I'm sure you all know that. And if the spirits who are attached to me, who were following me around, who were touching me, if you're still here, still would like to talk. This is also the cemetery right behind the camera, right in front of me, maybe 100 feet, is where Peter, I believe his name was, wanted me to come back. He tried to touch me, and of course, if any spirits would like to touch me while I'm here today, that is just fine. So to all the spirits here, if you have anything you'd like to say to me, Maxine, Peter, I'm listening to you now. So I heard couch. I heard dark room. I don't know if that means that someone is sitting on a couch and they're in a dark room. Who said couch? What spirit said couch? Can I get your name? Denise. That's the first time I've heard that name. Denise, what would you like to tell me about the couch? heard it's my job. So I'm not quite sure what that would mean. Denise, you have a couch, you sit on a couch, but how is the couch your job? All right, Denise, did you sell furniture? Did you sell couches? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, totally with it.
All right, so I'm not really following. I heard the devil in there. Not quite sure. So Denise, would you like to try to come through to me again? And of course, we're always looking to hear for any of the ghosts that were attached to me, any of the spirits that were attached to me. Peter, you were trying to touch me. Denise with the couch. Maxine, were you the one kissing me awake in the mornings?
Together.
All right. And I heard something, I'm playing with it, and I heard official. Now, a while ago, one of the spirits told me, you know what, I don't know, I think it was this cemetery, told me my visits here are now official. So maybe that was the same person. Let's try this. Maxine or Peter? Are either one of you here? Michael, I heard it is, I heard Michael in there. It's always my desire to have the spirits reach out and touch me if you so wish. So, with that, if you would like to reach out, if you would like to touch me, that is absolutely okay. It's a little windy today. I don't know if that affects you at all. But the whole object of what I'm trying to do is to try to get proof of concept, so to speak, where I can really put out, because what I do is I make a video, a film, for the older spirits here, a stage play, where I bring to the people who are alive today the idea, the hope that there is life after death. So by touching me, by talking to me, you not only give me, but you give others hope that once we leave this earth, once we die, once we become spirits, there's something more than just nothing, where we just fade away into nothingness. So what can the spirits that are here, that are with me here today, that are willing to talk to me, what can you tell me about what we can expect after death? I heard spirit, and then I heard he's happy. So who is happy? Can you give me a name? Can you tell me the person? Is he around me? Who's happy? My wallet. All right, and I just had a city truck pass by me here. This is a city-owned cemetery. So don't know if he was checking on me or what he was doing, but kicked up all kinds of dust across my brand new, newly painted car. That's a story in itself. Something about a wallet. What about a wallet? All right, so I'm really not getting much today. We're going to be doing a second session here today, so maybe we'll get a little bit more. I've had to stand up today because I forgot my chair, so that's why I'm propped up against there. As many of you may know, I did have major surgery. So I'm kind of sort of, one of the last videos you notice I was wearing a sling. So I'm kind of sort of just, don't want to exert myself. Train in the background. Train now. You guys always let me know the train's coming. To the spirits here, what does that train mean to you? When you hear the train, what does it mean to you? Do you ever get on that train and go for a ride? Do you ever attach yourself to the train and go for a ride? Or do you go to the tracks? Tracks only a couple blocks from here. Do you go to the tracks and watch the train? The Great Historical Something. We'll have to listen to see what it is. Now, Monroe here, this is Monroe, Michigan. So Monroe was one heck of a train stop in its day. Of course, that's no longer true. Trains don't stop here anymore. Trains, the only trains that even go through Monroe are freight trains. People used to ride the trains here. How many of the spirits here in this cemetery used to ride the trains? People always pushing. People always pushing. Are you talking about the people who are always pushing on the platforms to get on the train?
No.
I heard something about service in there. Alrighty. Is there any spirits here who would like to tell me, am I anywhere near your grave? Would you like to guide me to your grave? One word I did hear in there was the word Klingon. Now, you all know that I have a service dog. Topa's behind the camera. And her name is Topa. And Topa is Topa baby, because she's my baby. But Topa is actually a Klingon word. And every so often I do hear in there something about Klingon. Was there a spirit here that was a Star Trek fan?
What I know about
All right, and as I always say, I have to go back and I'll have to listen. So I really didn't hear much today. There are times when they just don't want to talk. Now, I had come here hoping that some of the spirits who had reached out to me in the past from right in this area would come back. I'm going to go over to where Peter was. Peter asked me to come back. My next video, I'm going to go over and I'm going to talk to Peter. See if Peter wants to try to materialize again. I see nothing, but who knows. So with that, as I always say, it's not what I have to say, it's what they have to say. And I appreciate you for joining me on my journey, because as I've said 1,001 times, there's more days behind me than there are in front of me. And with that, I will see you all on the next one.